My name is Lisa. I'm an office worker living with my mother in our family home. My job is going well, and even on busy days, I'm able to work happily with everyone. My hard work has paid off and I've been promoted a bit faster than my peers, leading a fulfilling life. However, when I come home after work, I'm home. Whoa. Mother. Why is it such a mess again? I always tell you to put things back where they belong after using them, right?
I wouldn't mind if I didn't have to do any housework.
You know, it's tough to come back from work and have to clean up every time. Besides, isn't it unsettling when the room is messy?
Oh fine, I'll clean it up. When I feel like it.
If you don't feel like it, then don't make a mess in the first place.
Oh, you're so naggy. I wonder who you take after. Really?
This is my mother, with whom I live. Since my father passed away, she has not worked at all, living a completely laid-back lifestyle every day. I contribute $1,500 each month for living expenses, but mother doesn't take housework seriously. Therefore, I've had no choice but to take care of everything. Then, one day.
Honestly, it's impressive. Well, both my parents are around and I get along well with my mother, but if I were in your situation, I doubt I'd have the confidence to take care of everything like you do.
Well, my mother, she's not really good with day-to-day life tasks. And honestly, if I leave her be, I feel like she might mess something up, so I can't really help it.
Still, it's amazing how you manage both your job and household responsibilities. Hey, if anything comes up, let me know, okay? I'd love to help out in any way I can.
Noah, thank you, that means a lot. This is my boyfriend, Noah. On our days off, we'd always go out like this, taking it easy and refreshing ourselves. On this particular day, Noah took me to a cafe I'd always wanted to visit.
I see why you wanted to come here. It's a pretty stylish place.
But don't you think the relaxed ambience is lovely?
Totally. And Lisa, you've been thinking about decorating your room like this, haven't you?
You read my mind. I've always thought it would be wonderful to have a room like this. It feels so cozy. Oh, sorry, a call from my brother?
Your brother's calling.
He usually doesn't call. I wonder if something's up. I'll answer it, just a sec. While having a good time with Noah, I unexpectedly received a call from my brother, Kirby. It had been quite some time since I had any contact with Kirby. Wondering what he could possibly want, I answered the call. Hello? Brother? Why are you calling? Is something up?
There's something important to discuss. I'll be coming to our parents' house next week, so make sure you're there.
Discuss what? Hello? He hung up on me.
What did he say?
Something about needing to talk and coming to our parents' house next week. I wonder what it's about. Kirby, after relaying his message, abruptly ended the call. A week after that call, Kirby arrived at our parents' house with his wife, Greta. It had been years since I'd seen him, and his flashy appearance took me by surprise. As I was recovering from the shock.
What's with this cheap-looking cake? I guess this is country quality for you. There's nothing around here. It really feels like the middle of nowhere.
Right? I mean, we've come back after such a long time. You could have at least gotten some fancy desserts for us.
You don't have to put it like that. This cake is from a very popular bakery. It might look simple, but it's really delicious. People even come from other towns to buy it.
Honestly, if Kirby and his wife are visiting, it's only natural to serve something fancy. You really don't think things through.
I really didn't want to hear that from you, Mother.
Oh, did you say something?
Come on, it's fine, isn't it, Mother? Anyway, she'll be moving out soon.
What? What do you mean by that?
From now on, we'll be living with Mother. You can go ahead and move out.
I'm sorry, Lisa. Mother-in-law feels more comfortable with us around.
Lisa, you're already 30, aren't you? It's about time you got married and moved out of the house.
What's this all about?
You shouldn't still be mooching off our parents at your age. Time to grow up and be independent.
It's pitiful that an adult has to be told this by her own brother. You probably dislike us now, right? You probably don't want to live with us, so please leave within a week. We'll be moving in a week from now, so please make sure your room is empty by then.
That's right, move out and give us some space. Oh ho ho ho.
I reached the end of my patience with that last comment from Mother. Taking care of Mother. I just didn't care anymore. Thinking this way, I went ahead and found a new apartment, packing up all of my belongings. A week later, as the movers were taking out my stuff.
Hey Lisa, what are you doing?
What does it look like? I'm moving out.
Don't play dumb. Why is the house? Why is there no furniture or appliances left?
Exactly. Why did you take everything out without asking?
Were you planning on selling the expensive appliances for money?
Why would I sell them? If I did, I wouldn't have appliances for my new place. Plus, everything in this house was bought by me. So, it's all technically mine. Isn't it natural that I take my belongings with me?
You cheeky. How can you say such things? How am I supposed to do housework without anything? It's inconvenient.
Huh? Who was it that said they wouldn't be bothered even if they didn't do any housework before?
Don't bring up such old stories.
You never do any chores anyway. Not having appliances shouldn't be a problem, right? You don't cook, clean, do laundry, or even tidy up after meals. With all the mess you make, having no appliances might actually free up space and make the room look bigger.
Stop messing around. We're affected too.
Exactly. We sold our furniture since we were moving here. Now we have to live in a house that looks abandoned. How are we supposed to live like this?
Not my problem. You can just buy new stuff. Well, my belongings are on their way to my new place. I should get going.
Lisa, wait a minute.
Talk properly.
Return our furniture and appliances.
Ignoring the ranting of Mother and my brother's family, I headed to my new home. I then blocked all of their contacts and enjoyed peaceful and happy days. However, a month later, as Noah and I were returning from outside.
They're back.
Geez, you scared me. Wait, why are you in front of my house?
It's not just about being in front. We had to hire a detective to find your new place.
Look at the trouble you caused us.
Lisa, are these the people you were talking about?
Yes, they are my former family. But, what do you guys want?
We have so much to tell you.
First off, why did you take the car? You had to. It's common sense to leave one behind.
What common sense? I sold one and I used the other. There's no reason to leave any behind.
Why did you sell it?
How do you expect us to live in the countryside without a car? We can't even go shopping.
Both cars were registered under my name. I had no obligation to leave one behind.
This is infuriating. By the way, why didn't you tell us Mother owes money?
Exactly. Report these things properly.
Mother could have said something herself. Besides, both of you are working, right? So, it shouldn't be a problem. More importantly, you were so eager to live with Mother after kicking me out. I figured it'd be pitiful to say anything more. I didn't see the need to stop anything.
At first, I thought the same. But it's not like that. Kirby and Greeter aren't working. They just laze around at home all day.
Didn't you mention before, Lisa, that your mother doesn't work either?
Noah looked very surprised seeing my former family members for the first time. Mother, Kirby, and Greta seemed both frantic and angry.
We quit our jobs.
What? Why would you quit your jobs if you're moving in together?
We thought Mother had enough from Dad's inheritance to live without working.
You know, why would you assume you can rely on someone else's money?
Well, if there's an inheritance, it's understandable to think we wouldn't need to work, right? That's why we moved all the way to this remote place.
But when we looked into it, instead of an inheritance, there were just piles of debt.
Listen, it was because of Mother's excessive spending habits that Dad struggled so much. But he passed away before it was fully paid off, and since then, I've been the one making the payments.
Excuse me. Did you know Lisa was contributing 150,000 yen to the household every month? Because she managed everything. That's how you all got by.
Lisa was doing that?
Yes. Judging from this conversation, it really seems like you haven't been in touch with her for years. I heard you told her to leave the house and become independent. Lisa is now fully independent. In reality, it was Mother who was heavily relying on her.
Hey, who do you think you are? Don't speak out of turn.
I think it's quite relevant.
Seriously. I never realized how much of a failure Kirby was. And Greta, I thought you could cook, but it's inedible. I feel like I've been dealt a bad hand.
What are you talking about? You don't do housework either, Mother.
Well, if we're living together, shouldn't your wife, Greta, handle that?
I didn't move in with the intention of becoming a maid.
Oh, Greta dear, isn't that a bit presumptuous of you? You know, someone who can't handle the basics wouldn't even make a decent maid replacement.
Excuse me? How dare you?
You don't need to say it like that.
Mother, Kirby, and Greta started arguing, clearly frustrated that their assumptions had been proven wrong. Both Noah and I just watched them for a while, not even feeling the urge to intervene.
Oh, this is getting nowhere. I can't rely on Kirby and the others. Lisa, sell your new place and come back home.
I refuse. There's no way I'm coming back.
My, what's with that defiant tone?
Right, Lisa. How can you act like that towards Mother?
Given the situation, you should cooperate if you're family.
Enough is enough. You said all sorts of terrible things about Lisa, accusing her of being useless and inconsiderate, and wanted to kick her out. Isn't this whole situation entirely your responsibility? On top of that, you've relied heavily on Lisa until now. Instead of being grateful, you demean her. How can you even act that way?
Oh dear, you're an outsider. Could you please refrain from jumping into our family conversation? It's a very important discussion. Surely you can hear that.
What a clueless guy. In situations like this, it's polite to stay out of it, you know?
Exactly. People who aren't involved should just keep their mouths shut.
Noah and I are getting married, which makes him family. Furthermore, I've decided to cut ties with all of you. So, in fact, the outsiders are you all.
Marriage is not something Lisa could handle. Even though you said you were taking care of me, you lived at home the entire time. Aren't you really unaccustomed to living on your own?
It's rich coming from someone who told me to come back home because I'd struggle on my own. Living alone was utterly comfortable, and after getting married, I'll be with Noah. So, you have no right to interfere or comment, and I find any concern from you merely annoying.
With all this talk, can you really manage getting married and living properly?
Yes, we can. Just because you don't know, Lisa has been managing just fine on her own.
Maybe it just seems that way because you're in love with Lisa.
Mother, Kirby, and Greta started complaining when they realized that I wouldn't be returning to my childhood home. And then,
Oh, right. Isn't it okay if Lisa doesn't come back home?
Huh, what do you mean?
She's getting married, right? That means her partner should have an income. So, she could just continue contributing as before.
So you're suggesting.
Even after she gets married, she should still give 150,000 yen to her family home every month.
That's a good idea. So Lisa, keep sending 150,000 yen to the family home like before.
Even after marriage, you still have to support your parents, right?
I won't give you a single yen. We've decided to live together as 3. You guys need to figure things out on your own. And didn't I just say? I'm cutting ties. My only family here is Noah. You all are strangers to me. So, never interfere again.
Oh, Lisa, you're just being stubborn, aren't you? If you don't want to, we can kick out Kirby and Greta. Or how about this? After you're married, you, your husband, and I can all live together.
That's the last thing I want.
I refuse as well. Why should we support lazy people?
How rude.
You guys are far ruder.
Lisa, can't you reconsider? We can't live like this. I apologize for saying you should be independent. But please, consider living with me again.
I've said I won't live with you. I've lost all affection for you. After all the support I've given, to just squander it, you're the worst. When Mother, Kirby, and Greta realized I was serious about cutting ties,
I was wrong. I didn't understand anything about you, Lisa. I'm truly sorry. Look, I'm apologizing. Please forgive me.
absolutely not. The 3 of you, jobless, should live happily together. You'll be with each other from morning till night, so it should be lively and fun.
Wait, I apologize too. You're our only hope, Lisa.
We can't find any jobs. We even keep failing part-time job interviews.
Then keep interviewing until someone hires you.
Please. If you're marrying Lisa, consider us as Lisa's family and help support us.
No way. Stop being so dependent.
Exactly. Even after being belittled by you all, I've been contributing 150,000 yen to the household every month. For you guys, it should be a piece of cake.
It's impossible. Kirby and Greta are all talk and no action.
Then why don't you handle everything yourself?
Please, even half that amount would be enough.
We'll find jobs again. So, just for the meantime.
How many times do we have to say no for you to get it?
It's become absurd to even engage with you all. I truly don't care about you anymore, so just go home.
You can't be serious.
Please, Lisa.
I'll also make an effort to handle things at home.
Then why not utilize that while you're living together? This is the last time we're meeting. So, don't rely on me ever again. Goodbye. Although Mother, Kirby, and Greta persisted for a while, they eventually gave up and left. In fact, not only Mother but also Kirby and Greta were drowning in debt, having lived extravagantly, relying on an inheritance. As a result, the only thing they had left was a mountain of debt. They tried to sell their house, but it was old, located in the countryside with a bad location, so no buyers were interested. Without money to move, they had to cycle for 2 hours one way to a large supermarket. When it rained, they bulk bought groceries. However, since no one could cook, their attempts to save money by cooking at home ended up costing them more. Unable to pass job interviews, they even started receiving collection notices. And so, Mother, Kirby, and Greta led a miserable life full of hardships, jobless, with no inheritance, job, or money. As for me after that,
Finally settled on a wedding venue.
just choosing the venue took so much time.
I've heard preparing for the wedding is quite hectic, right?
Yeah, but when I think that after this last challenge of our single lives, we'll become a married couple, I feel like we can overcome just about anything. Don't you think?
I think so. So, let's face this final challenge to our happiness and give it our all. Lisa, let's become the happiest couple in the universe.
I successfully reported my marriage to my in-laws and started preparing for the wedding. Even just choosing the venue took some time, but we found a really wonderful one. There would be no one sitting in my family's seats. However, I now have people I can call mother-in-law and father-in-law. Not only that, but I also gained a wonderful sister-in-law and her husband, my brother-in-law. Once I marry Noah and if we have children someday, I wonder if I'll become a mother. And when our child gets married, will their partner think they're fortunate? Imagining all these things, just as Noah said, I aim to become the happiest couple in the universe and build an even happier family. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel for more great content. Just click on the subscribe button below, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. See you in the next one.